everybody, it's Katerina, and I'm here today to do my week 6 check-in. So for those of you that may not know, that are just catching this video and not one of my previous ones, I actually started doing documentation of my carnivore journey now 6 weeks ago. I had actually been a whole food plant-based vegan, vegetarian first then vegan for more than 10 years. It was actually closer to 13, but I was continuing to get sick and continuing to gain weight, and nothing was explaining it. My labs were horrible, my triglycerides were off the chart, and I was in a point of desperation and decided to try radically the carnivore diet, and this is my journey. Alright, so I do apologize. By the time you are seeing this video, I will actually be in my 7th week on this journey, but for those of you who have been following along, you know that there is a lot of things going on in my personal life right now, and so I'm doing some juggling, but I'm sticking to the carnivore diet. I'm very excited about how it has been helping me cope with a very stressful time in my life, and this is just a big change for me. You might notice a little bit different setting as well. Behind the camera is like what I would call a box of Palooza. In case you didn't know, me and my youngest son, we are moving out of the state of Texas up north within the next couple months, but there's a lot of moving in and out and stuff going in the meantime. And I'm also gonna preface the fact that you may hear the air conditioning going because it's as hot as ever here in Texas. You'll probably hear my washer going because this is a house that is actively being lived in, and you might hear a dog snoring, so, or a cat climbing somewhere. So just a heads up on all that. But anyways, so again, this week I actually had a really great week. Surprisingly, no anxiety, no real depression to even speak of. Again, situational. I'm sad about this situation, I'm sad about my mom, but I'm not being followed around by this black cloud of misery, so that's really great. My GERD has been almost non-existent. I had started adding dairy back into my diet, and then I just recently took it out. So regarding dairy, lactose free when I first started the keto carnivore, because I started kind of keto, and it was okay, but my stomach really just wasn't used to it. But then I went into full regular dairy because I knew that it was something that my body needed, and then I was still having a lot of GERD and other issues, so I don't know if it was the dairy or not, but I went ahead and kind of cut way back on it. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. We'll see. I'll continue to do testing on that back and forth because I really just don't know. I've been sleeping really well. My alarm had to wake me up again for work today, so I literally stumbled out of bed. What's that Dolly Parton song? Stumbled out of bed, went to the kitchen and poured myself a cup of ambition or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, I stumbled out of bed and got coffee and came to work, so that that was good. But I have nothing else to report. I don't have anything bad. I don't have anything that screams out any kind of like warning signs or anything like that. I keep getting a lot of comments on my videos that, you know, I'm gonna die and that this is destroying my kidneys and stuff, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. So again, I still have my journal. I do everything, including everything I eat, still to this day. It's a habit of mine. I am nothing if not a creature of habit, so I enjoy this kind of thing, so it's what I do. But if you recall, when I first started the journey, I was 235 pounds. I started documenting everything at 220. So my original weight starting the documentation was 220, and I weighed in at 210.6 this week. I actually was 215.6 last week, so that was quite a impressive little drop there. My neck has consistently stayed the same at 15 inches. It just never wants to get smaller. But I always joke that it's because it has to hold this big, massive brain up here. Sorry. Anyways, that's my humor. My chest was 46 when I first started. Last week it was 42.5, and this week it was 41.75, so going down. My biceps started out at 15.5 last week, and this week they are still at 14.5. My waist started at 38.75. It was 37.25 last week, and it is at 37 this week. My hips were 50 when I started documenting, and they were at 46.5 last week and still this week. They didn't change. My thighs were at 28.5 when I started it out, 23.75 last week, and 23 this week. My calves, which I legitimately thought were never going to change because they stayed at 15 the entire time, are actually down to 14.5. So that's finally some movement there. My body fat when I first started documenting was 48.7% body fat. Last week it was 47.9 because it jumped up a little bit because last week I had actually gained weight. But it's back down to 46.9 this week. So again, I'm very happy with this. I did not start the carnivore diet with the intent to lose weight, although I was going to track it because I knew that it was a possibility. But I started the carnivore diet because I wanted to feel better. I wanted to, be there for my son. I wanted to just not sit on my couch every day crying and unable to do anything. And so far it's been working. I have energy and motivation. It's amazing what it's done for my mood. I can't even tell you. That was the dog. I wonder if you heard that. The camera doesn't always pick it up, but I can hear it very well. I'm just very, very impressed by how wonderful I'm feeling. And am I 100%? No. Do I have a long way to go? Absolutely. But I mean, this is crazy to me. I say it all the time. No person is more just absolutely mind blown than me. What's going on here? But anyways, this isn't going to be a really long video. I did just want to get these measurements out there because this is the accountability that I promised you and to myself. I do have another video that will be coming out, probably not too far behind this one, talking about a lot of the comments, questions, and things that I am actually getting on my videos. I wanted to address some of them, so that ought to be a fun time. And I wanted to address some of them because I do think that it needs to be spoken. So I will be doing that one here shortly. And I do have a couple other what I eat in a days because it's changed a little. And I've been trying new things. I will say something that I did try that I wasn't a big fan of was the carnivore ice cream. But it could be that it was operator error. I ate ice cream as a vegan, but it obviously was, plant-based, not dairy. And it was full of sugar, I'm positive, because it tasted amazing. And I did love ice cream. One of my boys was having a birthday this past weekend, and they had nothing but cakes and, ice cream for his party. And I didn't have any of the cakes or anything like that. But I did make some carnivore ice cream, and possibly I did it wrong. I did the egg yolks and the heavy cream, a tiny splash of vanilla, but I didn't, and a little bit of salt. I didn't put anything else in there, and it didn't taste spectacular. I think my taste buds are still trying to adjust to all this. I also still think that I might be battling a little bit of the sugar problems. I don't use artificial sweeteners right now at all, and I didn't want to put any in there because I am battling that situation. It also left like a weird, yucky taste in my mouth. I didn't like that as well. So I'm going to try it again. I did film it. I'll be trying that again and see if I can't maybe make it a little bit better. But I'm not a fan, not impressed. But other than that, nothing bad this week. No, nothing bad to report. I do want to say that I thank you, each and every one of you that has subscribed. You are giving me the motivation to keep going. I have received some amazing, wonderful messages from people. I have received some awful ones as well, but for the most part, everybody is just such beautiful people out there. I'm humbled, honestly. But I will say this, like I say in every video, if this resonates in any way with you, I encourage you to please subscribe and follow along. Leave comments, leave suggestions. I try to read every one of them. I'm getting a little behind right now, but I do appreciate them. I had a couple even that brought tears to my eyes. I absolutely can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And even the bad ones. I even appreciate the bad ones, that somebody would just take the time out of their day to watch my video and comment even even in a negative manner. I appreciate it, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going along and hoping that I get it right, and so maybe somebody has information for me that I can use. So anyways, absolutely sorry to ramble. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, and until the next time, I hope you have a until the next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.